B2R, man, we're live. We're live with me and Lamre did the first podcast, just the two of us before, just talking about reviewing the season, previewing the remainder of the season. We're going to do a bit similar today, actually, but obviously we've got a bit more information this time around with Arsenal looking better than City, especially this weekend. So yeah, let's get cracking with the points. So the first question in the chat, point to raise. I'll go to Paul and then we'll go to Lana's. Regarding the Arsenal performance, can they win the league? And if so, can they win it with Nketiah up top?
Nope. Do I believe Arsenal can win the league? Yes, because City keeps stuttering. They keep. I don't even know what it was. When I watched that last Man City game, they dominated Nottingham Forest, but yeah, they keep stuttering. Obviously, as for Arsenal, they have players like Saka. Obviously, the defense was a bit shaky against Aston Villa, but during the course of a game, that defense won't let off too many opportunities to the point where the game is gone. Their attacking threat is potent. Obviously, can they win the league with Nketiah up top? I don't believe so. However, his pressing and his ability to just play the game of football, whilst obviously kind of enabling the players around him, I think. Obviously, he ain't gonna score the goals to win them the league. However, I don't believe in that. But they can win the league with him up top, but he won't be the reason why they win the league. That's the best way for me to summarize it.
Yeah, Lenners, you shoot.
And I think you can see that in the game against Villa, and in other games he's played, like Everton away, where he's had chances. If that's, I don't know, Jesus or Bamiyang back in the day, those chances are getting buried. Just for me, when he's up top, sometimes his touch is a bit loose. He can't really hold the ball too well. He's one of them players, he's got to give it to someone and be involved in the play, like a 1-2 type of player. But he's done well for the time he's been up front, and he scored a couple of goals, been involved in the team play. But I'm just happy that Jesus is back next week, man. I've missed that.
Back next week.
Jesus is apparently back next week, so you know what I'm saying.
Bro.
So that helps people like Martinelli, because you see with Jesus, he's not a central number 9. He floats. He sometimes floats to the right, sometimes floats to the left. With Nketiah, he's a straight out and out number 9, where when it's Jesus, he sometimes supports Martinelli on the left, gives him support. They interchange with each other. With Nketiah, he doesn't do that. So you see with Martinelli, sometimes some games he's struggling to make an impact on the game because he doesn't have Jesus alongside him, because they have that partnership and they know how to play with each other. And it's crazy. But I can't lie, Nketiah surprised me in a lot of aspects. But again, there is chances where I'm just thinking, boy, you don't need to lash at the ball. Like the chance against Everton, you hit that across the goal. You don't shit near post. You don't need to do that.
He slapped that. Even against Man City, he had a header that he should have got on target.
One day he should have scored. And if he scored, that's changing the game in a way. Because I don't think City didn't cause us that much pressure. It was through our own mistakes with like Tomiyasu and that, and us not pressing the ball properly. That's the only way City won that game. If that's Jesus, that's a certain goal. So you can see the difference. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I think I didn't know Jesus was back that early, to be honest. I think because
that's what I saw on Twitter today. I'm not sure if it's 100% certain, but that's what I've seen.
And obviously, when something's a serious injury like that, if they've been out for that long, even if they are supposedly fit, they don't often play.
Yeah, I wouldn't rush him back.
So it'd be interesting to see if they put him straight back in or not. But hang on a minute. Did you say they will win the league or not?
Who, me? Or
Lanners.
Okay.
You know what I'm going to say, man? My heart is telling me, my head is telling me no. But when I see City drop points against Nottingham Forest, I was surprised, man. Yeah. Especially with the chance Haaland had, the second one, where he's hit the bar and it's come back to him and he's literally lashed it over the bar. Like,
do you see what Foden did?
He's an idiot.
Mate.
Don't talk about my mum.
Mate. I couldn't believe he messed that up.
No.
He should have scored. He didn't need to square it.
Nah, he should have squared it. It's just he flopped it. He just it's either you score it or you square it. You just can't buckle the way he buckled. Like,
so he had to score though. I don't necessarily think he had to square the ball. He could have scored. But it's going to be interesting this week because they've got Bournemouth away and Bournemouth are terrible, fam. So,
they'll beat Bournemouth. Who have Arsenal got next?
Let me check. I think is it Leicester?
I think it's Leicester still. I think it actually is Leicester.
If it's Leicester, then I'll have a look now.
I think it's Leicester still. I think it's Leicester still.
Yeah, we've got Leicester away 3 p.m. kickoff.
Yeah, we should be able to beat them
as well. And I think I don't want to say we will, but I think we've got a good chance of winning it. After I see the way
you should beat them. You should beat them still.
The way they folded against United, I mean, it's crazy.
But can they win the league with Nketiah up top?
No chance.
If he plays the 38 games, nah.
Well, 16, 17 games left. So if he plays games, no chance.
Nah.
I think even, as you said, even if Jesus plays the last 10, I don't think, like, if Nketiah's got to play another 8 games, I don't think they're going to win the league. I think if Jesus can come back in the next 4, maybe 3 or 4, I think they will win the league.
I want to try the Martinelli up top and put Trossard out on the left.
It's not going to work, bro.
I want to see it, bro, at least for one game.
He will get swallowed. He will get swallowed up top.
Yeah, I think so as well.
Because you got to remember, he's going to have to do this thing where the ball's coming into him. His back is going to have to be to goal. He's going to have to be an aerial presence of some sort. I don't think I've ever seen him do that. Don't get me wrong. You've played them up top before, but what was the result when you played them up top?
It was Chelsea away.
Do you know what I'm saying?
3-3, yeah.
And did he score that game?
Yeah, but it was bad Kante mistake, innit? You remember when
in the long run.
You can do a job for one game, innit? It's but to be playing him week in, week out there, it's like,
bro, do you know? But that's the thing, though. Like, when I look at it now, I would still, for situations like this, even though Lacazette didn't offer me much, I'll take Lacazette right now over Nketiah.
Oh yeah. He had hold-up play. He had all of that, but he just wasn't a potent striker. That's funny enough, Lacazette's gone back to France now, and he's bagging goals. 17
goals and 10 assists, bro. That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? So, do you know what it was? He probably wasn't happy in England, and obviously he's back at home, and obviously he's probably a lot more comfortable. So it is what it is. But in terms of Nketiah did his thing. Obviously, I can't really talk rubbish about Nketiah because he scored a brace against Man United. It is what it is, isn't it? Like, he scored a brace against my team, and that brace had people singing that stupid song that, you know, your defense is in trouble and Nketiah's in the room, innit? Like,
I'm not involved in that one still.
Man.
I still have questions over him. I still thought we should have cashed in on him when West Ham were out here offering us 30 million for him, bro. Like, I would have taken that. I just feel, even when I watch him, sometimes I just feel when he's on he doesn't even look comfortable on the ball, bro. Do you know what I mean? Like, he's
not Gabriel Jesus, man. He's not Gabriel Jesus.
You know what I'm saying? So from the moment you know that, it's like, bro, you're in a sticky situation.
That's Gabriel Jesus, yeah. If he was fit, Arsenal would have run away with this league.
Bro,
ran away.
We would have beaten City, I believe.
I don't know if you'll beat City. However, the other team, you won't lose to Everton, though.
Nah, we wouldn't.
No. You won't lose to Everton. You won't have drawn. You would have probably beat Bradford. That's already 6 points. You would have beaten Newcastle. That's 9 points already. So you would have been 9 points.
How many points we would have been now? Flipping out, man.
Yeah. It would have been gone.
Even when Gabriel Jesus was injured, I can speak for, as a United fan, all the other fans were a bit happy, because not even a bit happy. We were happy because obviously he's your talisman. The thing is, he's missed a lot of chances this season, but
he does a lot more for my team though than.
Do you get what I'm saying? When he's hold up play, he's the way he facilitates, the way he brings players into the game, the way he draws fouls. Like, Gabriel Jesus is a baller. He's actually a serious baller still. So.
45 mil is a bargain, man. I'll be real.
Yeah, he's a baller. He's a baller, man. Yeah. He should in another 5-6 years.
He'll be one of the
26 years of age.
Top strikers in
26 years of age, man, he's just making sense right now. Like, he's a striker that I'll take at my club with in a heartbeat. I'll take Gabriel Jesus in a heartbeat.
Yeah,
in a heartbeat. Maybe if he had a striker like Gabriel Jesus, which could be fit every match, maybe our season would have been a lot better as well. But
I still think you're in the title race. I'll give you that.
Well, yeah,
Do you
we'll
know
get
what it is?
onto
I was
that.
saying this to my. I was saying this to my. Yeah. We'll get onto that.
Yeah, I was going to say, boys, do you think Arsenal having the luxury, or not luxury, having I suppose good business of signing Jesus and him playing well for that period of time, do you think that when Nketiah come in, it made it more difficult for Nketiah to seem like he was playing well because of how good Jesus looked?
Yeah. Gabriel
Yeah,
Jesus has put
yeah,
the
and
levels up.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
'Cause I don't
yeah,
think Nketiah's doing like a horrendous job, but I don't think he's reaching the levels. And he's, as I say, his finishing's poor, but yeah, I think without the
that's
Jesus,
what I'm literally about to say, because it's like Nketiah. I don't want to say there's a limit to his potential, but there kind of
Oh,
is.
there is.
Because, bro, like when you look at it, the chance against Everton, Jesus is bagging.
yeah,
Chance against City, Jesus bagging. These big chances, we have a number 9 that can score them. Even back in them days when we had a Aubameyang and Lacazette, they were bagging goals.
Do you know what it is? Just to add on to your point, I don't even think it's just about those chances. I think it's about the overall performance.
What
Because
as
I've seen Gabriel Jesus miss chances where he should have scored. However, he's a nuisance up top. Like
yeah,
when United beat Arsenal at Old Trafford this season, what was the score? 3-1, whatever, yeah.
3-1.
Gabriel Jesus was giving Varane and Lissandro Martinez problems. He was giving them hell.
When I seen him body Varane, I said,
He was giving them hell. I was like, whoa, this guy is hold up play. The way he was just, and you know it is, he's a scavenger, but he's a Brazilian scavenger. So he has tech. It's not like where more like a Nunes, for example, where Nunes is a obviously the goal he scored against Newcastle is good. Nunes is more of a poacher and a striker. He relies on his movement and his pace. Gabriel Jesus has that, yeah. But when the ball's actually at his feet, he can dribble, he can shimmy, he can move around. He's a player, man.
When I first watched him, when I seen him in the Emirates Cup, and I seen him do a madness to assist. I can't remember who he assisted for the goal against Sevilla, bro. I just said, bro, this guy, like even his goal against Leicester at home, where he's literally on the corner of the box and he's just bent the ball with no backlift. And I've just seen it top bins. I was like, yeah, we've got a serious baller on our hands, bro. Serious.
Yeah. That's the only reason he didn't make it at City as well, is because Aguero was there. I think if Aguero weren't there and he had his chances more often, I feel like he would have fitted perfectly for what they want. But now,
even his numbers in the last season for City playing off the right was even decent enough, man.
Yeah, and
he's a baller, man. He's a baller. For him to survive that long at Manchester City, yeah, it shows how good he is. Like obviously, like Craig just said, unfortunately, he was going up against one of the best strikers. Like if you're talking about top 20 strikers in the modern era, Aguero, and he's definitely in that bracket.
Top 5.
The way in the modern era,
top 5 easily.
You could. I can't argue against that.
Yeah, I wouldn't argue it either. I think, Talking to City, boys, should we move on to the next point?
Yeah.
I think we touched on it about how wasteful they were against Forest. I think the Foden chance, and then also the Haaland. I don't know if you've both seen it, the double effort where he hit it off the bar, or might have been tipped onto the bar, and then it come back out to him and he just skied it. Obviously,
you're enjoying this one, but wouldn't it?
You know what about that? When I was watching the highlights back here, do you know what made me laugh? You know, British Premier League fans, they are the funniest fans in the world. When someone's sky sighting, it's the way. That's what always finishes me. It's like Haaland skied it, and the whole stadium is going way. You know how rattling that must be when you've missed the chance, and it's like way.
Because don't you remember at the start of the season when he had a similar chance in the Community Shield? But with him, I'll be real. I don't think that phases him like that. Because he's bro.
It will rattle you, bro. It will rattle you. If 40,000 people are going way, you'll be rattled, bro.
I hear it. But you see me, if I'm Harden and I'm such a bagsman, and I know at best in the game I'm missing 2 chances, but the next one I'm bagging, bro. You can't tell me nothing, because I'm out here getting 25 goals already, and we're in Feb.
But
next man are on like 11, like. Who's the next man? Like Harry Kane is on like 16, 17,
and then Ivan Toney and Rashford are both on 14.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
but when you hear way,
that's
like,
right.
The way the English fans do it, it's I can't even. It always makes me laugh. Every football match I hear, and I hear way. I'm like,
oh, you're winning like 4-0, yeah, and then the fans
Bro.
are like, "Lee," and they're just nah. Bro.
Do you get what I'm
That's the
saying?
worst thing
So
as well. City were 1-0 up, and then he missed. It's,
And
it's
he
just
missed.
like the English fans were sounding like Forest were 3-0 up, and then he missed the
literally,
chance.
do you get what I'm saying? It's the way, like, because if obviously the fans are sitting there seeing Haaland in front of the goal, they're thinking this guy's gonna score,
definitely go instantly.
and then he misses, and there's a big sigh of relief. That's where the way comes from. So yeah, and obviously Foden, I didn't really watch his overall performance. I just saw that chance that he should have either scored or squared to Haaland.
He should have scored. He didn't need to
He was bad. He was bad, man. He was bad. I think after the game as well, Pep in his post-match press conference said something along the lines of like Phil's got to step up his performance. Otherwise, he won't be starting for me anymore. That's what he said.
He said that.
Yeah.
How much do you reckon he's worth in this current market?
I don't know, man. Before the start of the season, he was hyped highly, mainly by me. But
yeah, take that one. Take that L.
I'll take that.
I like how you said that with chest.
Yeah, he's still young, so I'm hoping.
You know what it is, yeah? He's a baller, innit? But for me, you can't play Foden on the flanks, bro. You can't.
Nah.
You actually can't. He's a deep creator. He's like a number 8 for me.
Yeah,
and I remember he's a 10. He strikes me as a 10.
Yeah,
you can play him as a 10 or an 8. For me, I remember one England game. I can't remember who they played. I think it was like.
Can he do an 8 though? Can he actually do the 8? Because you see, as
I mean,
8,
if you're looking for
be able to do box to box, and then you also have to be like tenacious enough to still have an impact defensively. Foden doesn't strike me as that player. He strikes me as a number 10. You can dictate.
I feel like
facilitate and create
in a way though, and I think in this current game you have 2 types of number 8s. You got the box to box, but then you got a deep line creator. That deep line creator,
if he's creating from deep, he needs to be involved higher up. I think
he needs to be higher up, man.
Yeah, I know what Paul's saying because sometimes you do have the 8s. Like sometimes when Odegaard has to like drop deep and play, like if you're 2-0 up, Arsenal 2-0 up or whatever, and he drops deep, it works. But Foden is small and he's not strong. If someone like for instance, if you're playing Newcastle and Joe Linton takes a ball past him, he's not getting that ball back.
Right.
He's not getting that ball back. So I think trying to fit him in the team does work, but they can't play a proper attacking midfielder, I don't think, at City because it takes away Haaland's space. So I think like De Bruyne taking the ball on from like the 8/10 where he plays works for him. But I just think Mahrez is so clear at the minute, like performance-wise and even talent-wise at the minute from Foden. He's got to play. I think that's what Pep was saying as well, by just saying to him. Look,
so if you're Pep tomorrow, you're playing Leipzig, who are you playing?
I'm playing Mahrez all day, every day. He's such a
bro. I don't know, man.
Baller. He's a baller, man.
He's a baller. Oh yeah, I've always rated Mahrez. The way he can cut in from the left to right, the way he can switch his feet. Guys, bro,
he's got great footwork, man. Mahrez is a baller, but you know it is, City messed up by selling the likes of like Sane, Sterling. Craig is frozen.
Fact. Long day. I think we should carry on anyway.
Yeah. Well, obviously, City, when they had Sterling, Sane on the wings, that's when they were the most scintillating. Like, they had pace down the wings. Now they don't have pace down the wings. Like, when you don't have pace down the wings, the chances that you have to create, they have to be a lot more clear. They have to create clear chances. Even against Arsenal, the goals that they scored, apart from the De Bruyne one, they were proper clear chances. You know what I'm saying? They were clear chances. Like, Grealish's goal was a clear chance.
What are you saying about Grealish this season?
He's been all right. However, City need pace down the wings, and Grealish is always cutting in. He doesn't go down the line, so he's always cutting in. When you're a defender, carry on. Sorry.
He reminds me of a Pepe that slows down the play. So if you're like on a fast counter, because they're so one-footed, it's techie because he's got to cut in and make the opportunity with the stronger foot.
Yeah. Grealish has been good though. Obviously, everyone knows that I rate Grealish over Foden. I think Grealish is better than him. I think Grealish is better than Foden still. The reason why I say this, is that Foden might have more talent, However, Grealish obviously is, especially in England, man. If Foden was playing in La Liga, Foden would be a better player in La Liga. What? If Foden was playing in Spain, what? He'd be taking it up in Spain because in Spain it's not as physical. obviously they have the high press in Spain, but it's not as physical. So he wouldn't have to worry about all the second balls and all headering and getting a foot in. Whereas in
But
England,
this is my
you
issue
need to
with
get your foot in, bruv. You need to get your foot in.
issue
In
with
this
him.
country, you have to get your foot in, bruv. You have to.
But this is my
You
issue
have
with
to.
him. Like when at the start of the season, bro, Foden was balling, bro.
Scored a hat-trick against Man United.
That's what I'm saying, balling. And then how do you now drop off from that to where like your manager's questioning your commitment, and if he doesn't up his game, he's not going to play for me, bro. That's mad.
The World Cup rattled him.
Yeah, it did.
It wasn't playing.
It was the World Cup. It was the World Cup still.
Do you know what it was as well? As people like me, I think I was in the majority in a way as well. Like all the, I suppose fans that rated Foden, and when kind of like Saka or Rashford or Grealish weren't performing, I was thinking to myself, why is he on the bench? Like you've got Pep Guardiola sat there saying he's one of the best young talents he's ever managed, and like could be one of the best players ever, and then like he's still sat on the bench, and that's why I kept saying just play him. You got to play him. You got to play him. But then when it got to the France game, I was thinking, well, they've got a centre back, Kunde at right back. They've got their left back, Hernandez, had a torrid time against Saka. They took him off for some weird reason. But then he like Foden doesn't really get at people from the wing. Like he's more of a.
He's no winger, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
He's not a winger, bro. He hasn't. Do you know what it is as a winger? Yeah, there's certain positions, especially at fullback. If you're a winger or a fullback, you either have to have physicality or pace.
Exactly.
If you ain't got one of the two, yeah, it's gonna be so difficult for you to make something happen because if you beat your man on the wings, there's so much space to run back into that you're gonna go up against fullbacks that are the fastest guys on the pitch. So they're chasing you down, ducking you down. Whereas in the hole, it makes sense. In the hole, he makes sense because he has all the tech in the world. Phil Foden's a baller, but on the wings, he's being wasted, man.
That's what I'm saying. Because if you even think of it, like, if you're in that England team, there is no number 10. So you either put
England have a number 10. What? James Maddison.
That's what I'm saying. You either put James Maddison there, or you put Phil Foden there, but they don't play.
Personally, I'm going for if I had to pick between James Maddison and Phil Foden, I'm picking
James Maddison. I know, but this is what I'm saying.
Phil Foden has more talent. Phil Foden has more talent, yeah. But James Maddison, he's the type of guy, yeah, that on the edge of the box, he can let off a shot. Do you know what I'm saying? He can let off a thunderous shot. He can take free kicks. James Maddison's just more potent. Obviously, Phil Foden got the hat-trick, don't get me wrong. But if Maddison played for Man City, he would cook for Man City.
100%.
Maddison would. Me personally, yeah. I was even in the World Cup. I was like, hold on, England needed a goal, and they didn't bring on James Maddison,
bro, because he doesn't play the number 10. He doesn't play the formation where he has an out-and-out number 10.
He plays an idiot anyway. Don't even get me started on that guy. Don't even start.
I know you don't like that,
bro. How can you have Rashford and Saka on bro? Just play. You see England. If England want to go, obviously we've gone off topic a bit in there. My bad. But if England want to ever get to the glory days, the wingers have to be Saka and Rashford.
Yeah, right.
It's the only way. It's the only way. Rashford on the left, Saka on the right.
Fair.
They will skin their fullback. And then you can have a Phil Foden in the 10. You can have a Maddison in the 10. You can have a Harry Kane in the 10 that could obviously feed Rashford or whatever you want to do. But those wingers need to be Saka and Rashford. 100%. They are the only two wingers that make sense. I can't even think of another winger that England have that would make sense. I can't think of another one. Who else?
I would like to see in like a year's time, maybe 6 months, if Sancho hopefully keeps playing the way he is.
Yeah. He's a 10.
In that one game.
He's a 10, you know.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
He's a 10. He's not a winger. He's a 10 still. And I've actually been, even in FIFA, for example, obviously it's FIFA, innit? When I play a 4-2, I play a diamond, innit? Diamond midfield. Yeah. Sancho's always at the tip. He's at the tip of the diamonds. He hasn't really got the explosiveness and pace to play on the wings. Through the middle, you even saw him yesterday, obviously off topic again. In fact, we'll talk about that in a bit. We'll talk about that in a bit.
Right, talking about them, Sancho and co. Let's move on to the next point. Paul, this one. Are United in the title race? They've currently had the same games played as City, 3 points behind, 5 behind Arsenal, but obviously 1 game less. As we said earlier, Rashford's form looks absolutely sensational at the minute. 16 goals, 3 assists, and he's just beaten Rooney's record, 6th consecutive Premier League game he scored in.
I'll let you answer this first, though.
Yeah.
Are United in the title race?
Honest answer, bro.
I'm only going to believe United in the title race when we go to Anfield. If we go to Anfield and beat Liverpool at home, yeah, that will be the one, because Anfield is probably the hardest away game for Man United throughout the whole season.
We still got to go there.
We can go to the Etihad and win. Obviously, we lost at the Emirates. However, Anfield is that stadium that when United go there, even Liverpool, they can be rubbish. They will always be up for Man United coming to Anfield. So if we can go to Anfield and beat Liverpool there, and obviously Arsenal also have to go to Anfield as well. And Anfield is not a good stadium for Arsenal as well. And Arsenal fans will tell you Anfield is a horrid ground for them to go to. So if we can go to Anfield and beat Liverpool there, I start to believe that they're genuinely in the title race. Because if we beat if we beat Liverpool, at home, there's not a team that we can't beat, because our home record has been good. So if you can go to Anfield and win, it's all making sense. In terms of obviously Rashford is just on one. Everyone knows, obviously, I've been someone that's criticized Rashford heavily. Like, he's played games, some football matches where he's pissed me off. He's annoyed me. Like, his decision making, running into defenders, shooting when he should make the pass, passing when he should make the shot. It was just a whole madness. But obviously, ever since Ten Hag has come in, it's clear that he's been working on his decision making and his efficiency. And obviously, the way Rashford's going about his business, he's just bagging goals. Even the first goal he scored against Leicester, really and truly, he could have sweated it to Garnacho, because Garnacho was there. He could have passed it to him, but Rashford was like, "Yeah, I'm burying this," and the way he buried it was different. The second goal he scored, the last man making that darting run, 1-on-1. When Rashford's 1-on-1 now, it's a goal. It's a goal. If you let him open up his body 1-on-1, it's a goal. Like, he's just gonna bury it.
He's always had that about
him.
He's always had that about him from like the youth academy.
Yeah, but the thing is, his debut was against Arsenal. I remember I was 19 years old. I fully remember that day. He was 18, I was 19. This was in 2016. Debut against Arsenal. He got a brace. Went to Man City a few weeks later.
Scored.
Did you know Dimichelis, he retired him. Ever since Rashford skinned him, City were like, "Yeah, you're going, boy. You're going. Your career's never going to be the same." So Rashford is a player that I'm now looking at. If he continues to score the way he's scoring, obviously he's going to have moments where he doesn't score as much. And there's going to be moments where he's going to get a hat-trick. I'll be surprised if he doesn't get a hat-trick this season. I'll be very surprised. So with Rashford, he's the guy that I now see that's he's the one that's going to challenge Rooney's all-time goal score record. Like, he's starting to get to that potency where every game, it's like, even when I get the notification on my phone, I'm just expecting to see Rashford. Look at what he did against Barcelona. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Near post at the Camp Nou, licked it. Even the second goal, the own goal that Barcelona scored, you saw Rashford cooking. Like, he's giving me something to believe in. Like, you can't even criticize the guy. Don't get me wrong. Rashford is still doing a bit of what he used to do, which is just doing stuff. You're just thinking, bro, he could have just made the pass, but bro, who am I to tell him what to do? Who the hell am I to tell him what to do? He's doing it. It's his movie. It's his vision.
Keep writing it, bro.
Shout out to Rashford, man. Shout out to him, because he's doing his thing. Like, I was someone that criticized him, but he's made me eat my words. It's crazy. Even with Bruno as well, yeah. On Twitter, my most liked tweet ever, it got like 1,200-1,300 likes, yeah. And I was like, if you think Ten Hag is gonna build a team around Rashford and Bruno, then you're hilarious. That got bare likes. I was arguing with top reds in the comments, going back and forth, arguing with them. That tweet got 1,200 likes. And every time Rashford and Bruno do something, I just sit there and I think, bro, my tweet was BS.
Yeah.
Because them two, they're just cooking. Like, Bruno, he doesn't annoy me no more. And Bruno still does the little stuff that annoys me, small, but look at the passes. He got 2 assists yesterday. He should have got 3 assists yesterday. Do you get what I'm saying? The chances he's creating, the way he's just passing the ball is crazy. However, the person that I have to give the shout out to, just to conclude my what I'm saying, is just Ten Hag, man. Ten Hag is a serious manager. Like, he's a serious manager. He just gets it. And like, hopefully, I want the Qatari owners. I need those guys to come in and just spend that money. Lord knows I'm saying this now. If we get Qatari owners, it's over. It's over.
Yeah.
It's over, mate. It's over. If we get them this season, next season that league is coming. It's coming the next year, man.
Who would you get?
As in player wise.
Yeah, who would you say?
There's not a player that if we get Qatari owners, there's not one player we can't get, bro. Because you know what's crazy?
I'm asking
United, yeah. I'm gonna sign. I'm a big fan of Osimhen. I'm a big fan of him. Obviously, I'll take a Harry Kane.
So you'll sign Osimhen and replace Martial?
Yeah, because obviously Martial, his injury record is just not good enough anymore. And to replace Martial, I'll either get Harry Kane or Ivan Toney because they're the same type of strikers. And obviously, why not even try getting Mbappe? Why not?
Oh, get out of
why
it,
not?
man.
No, but why not though?
All right, Craig,
why not though? Do you get what I'm saying? Why not?
Yeah,
because FFP don't really hit as much because United make so much money in a year. It's not like, oh yeah, they're gonna do what City did, which is City was lying about. City was literally forging the book saying we're making this amount and this amount, but you don't fill in your stadium every week. You're not top 3 biggest clubs in the country. You don't sell shirts. You don't get clicks. We all know that about Man United. Highest attendance in home games, most shirts sold, biggest viewership. Like, come on, man. The Qatari owners come in, it's a wrap. It's a wrap, man. And that's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, we shall see.
So what does that mean for this year then, Paul? You going in? Are they in the title race or?
If they can beat Liverpool at home, yeah.
Right, cool. Planners?
I think they're in it. And it hurts me to say it because all I've ever known and all I've ever seen is these guys lifting trophies, lifting league titles with Rooney and Giggs who's a bloody woman beater. All these guys, like, that's all I've ever known. But bro, I'll be real, man. Like, when you've got to give a manager their props, you've got to give a manager their props. Ten Hag is a serious manager, bro. Serious manager. He had his style of play, he had his tactics from the moment he got in. Bro, even though man will like to say it's just friendlies, when you're seeing Sancho and these man ball out in the friendly games, you're thinking, yeah, they've got something about them. But one thing I'm very impressed with him about was the defense, the way he's, shaped up man like Luke Shaw, all these men, and then getting Martinez, who we wanted as well, and he's doing his thing. And for once, a manager actually dropping Harry Maguire to realize how dead this defender is. Can man out the firing line and said, listen, you're not it. Obviously, he's been in a few games and Maguire does what Maguire does, gives you a 5 out of 10 most weeks. But he's realized that, Maguire's not it. And my partnership is going to be Varane and Martinez. And that's probably your best 2 defenders in the club right now, bar Eric Bailly. But Eric Bailly's never fit. You know what I'm saying? So he's made those decisions that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer would not have made.
Yeah, even the Ronaldo thing.
I don't think if Ole was still in the club, I don't think he would have taken Sancho out the firing line completely. Like, where he's like, yo, you need to go away and you need to work on your mental game and you need to work on your actual game on the pitch. Ole would not have made that call because Ole's not that level of manager. Like,
yeah.
I put Ole up, no disrespect to Graham Potter or Brighton. I see Ole and Graham Potter the same level,
Graham Potter's clear of him, though. I can't lie. Graham Potter's better than Ole still. And the thing is, Graham Potter, because of what he done, his form is so bad.
Like, we're gonna have to get on to Chelsea because we need to talk about them. But big props to Ten Hag, man. He's a serious manager. He knows what he wants from his players. He knows how he wants to play football. And he's just doing his thing, Rev. Like, because Paul, remember when you lost 4-0 to Brentford, I was mocking you, Rev.
Oh, yeah. He was going for it, bro.
So, but no, Ten Hag is a serious manager, bro. I can't lie.
Yeah, no, to add to that as well, man. I think the Ronaldo situation as well. I don't think many, because he's not, as much as obviously, I don't really think he was a big name as such. I know it's like Eric Ten Hag now, but even before then, I was like,
I've been knowing about him since 2019.
5 times. Well, I've seen him like 5 times, probably like his team play, like Ajax. I knew there was obviously winning leagues and stuff like that, but I was thinking similar thing to, like, when someone goes and is a PSG manager and you think, like, are they actually a good manager, or are they just winning leagues because it's PSG? Like, is there much competition in the Eredivisie? But now he's come over. Like that Ronaldo thing, when it happened, I was like, I know Ronaldo's not playing that well. He's not really. He's obviously a talent still. Don't get me wrong, but he changes the way that United were playing, and I think Ten Hag knew that. So when he wanted to play a certain way, when he wanted to play a certain way, he thought, I've got to drop this guy, and it's not going to be good. So he dropped him, knew it weren't going to be good, and then just said to him like, if you want to be at the club, be at the club. If you don't want to be here, yeah, bye bye, literally. And that was the first time I thought this is either game over or it's the beginning for Ten Hag, because if this goes kind of wayward for him and
just imagine he went because remember before he went to United he was linked with the Tottenham club. Imagine he went to Tottenham and he has man like Kane, Son, Kulusevski up top, and let's say he's able to add some reinforcements. Obviously Conte can't do that, but let's say he's able to add his own players. Bro, I won't lie, Tottenham will probably be a serious club. Serious contender.
Sorry, lads. You imagine Romero next to Martinez. They were unbelievable at the World Cup. Imagine them two next to each other for Tottenham. That'd be
that's crazy.
Yeah, man. Ten Hag is the type of guy that, like, the last time I saw a manager that good at United, Mourinho was good, won his trophies, but Mourinho has no longevity in his style of management. Mourinho's the type of guy who puts the oven on.
Sorry to cut you off, but from the doctor, he looked like, for me, I'm thinking, right, it's going to be fireworks with Mourinho when it comes to players. But bro, he's actually level-headed and he constructs himself in a very decent way that I didn't know Mourinho had in him.
You see Mourinho, just obviously what you're saying, just to add on to what you're saying, what you're saying is facts. It's just with Mourinho, I think once he gets emotional and he starts to dislike you a bit, that's when it just goes tits up. Yeah. And obviously Ten Hag clearly has more emotional intelligence, and he knows how to, like, look at what he did with Sancho, the way he handled the Sancho situation, the way, like, and you saw me in the group chat. Obviously, I might have come across a bit, militant, but I was just like, bruv, like, you can't be on that type of money every week. And then, bruv, do you know what it is? I was just speaking from my point of view. I can't go to my boss at work and be like, I'm not really feeling it right now. Something is going on, and expect to get full pay, man. It don't work like that in real life. It doesn't work like that, bro. If you can't do your job, they'll replace you. Fact. So obviously, and I also did say Sancho's talents is what allows him, because everyone knows how talented he is. That's when you're that talented, you get leeway in life. You do. So obviously, Ten Hag has obviously, told him to go sort himself out, and obviously he's come back, and I'm seeing Sancho run. I've seen him sprint more times in the last few games than I've seen him sprint in the first season. In the first season, he was coming to preseason overweight. He didn't have the intensity. He didn't look like his head was there. It just looked like, okay, I've signed for $250K a week. I've made it. Now I can chillax. Whereas now Ten Hag has instilled discipline onto these players. Like even someone like Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw looks cut again. Luke Shaw looks fit. And even one of my guys was at me on Twitter saying, like, obviously talking about Luke Shaw, he broke his leg in his first season, and obviously that leg break was horrific. But to see obviously him now be fit, and all the players now, they just look fit, they look on it, like, and then like Rashford and Bruno, guys that gave the ball away a lot, they look fit and on it as one. They keep the ball now, they have better ball retention and decision making. The only person that makes me a bit upset, even someone like Weghorst, I don't rate that Weghorst guy. However, yesterday he was running around like a lunatic for 90 minutes. Well, not 90 minutes, for 80-something minutes. He just didn't stop running. Just did not stop running. Like, he's the type of guy that
appreciate that with someone who's that high and who's
pressing
like that.
Presses like a crazy. I was like, wait, what? He's just pressing. So
did you take him as
MVP is Ten Hag? Huh?
Would you take Weghorst as a plan B? Full time on?
He can stay. And the thing is with Ten Hag signings, all the signings he's made, I agree with all of them. Even Marcel, I don't know how to say his surname in it. Marcel Sabitzer. What? He was balling out yesterday. Yeah, he just reminds me. He reminds me a bit of like a Schweinsteiger type midfielder. Just a midfield general.
Yeah,
just a general in the midfield. Someone like Fred as well. Fred under Ten Hag has been immense. got an assist yesterday, got an assist against Barcelona, breaking up play. And this is us in the league without our best player, Casemiro. When Casemiro comes back into the Premier League seat, oh man, mate.
Who knows what you can do, fam?
Mate.
Yeah.
I don't think we're going to win the league this season. I don't think we'll do it this season. However, next season, I'm expecting us to win the league. What? Next season, I'm expecting to win the league. I'm expecting it. I'm expecting us to win the league next season. I'm expecting it, mate, because
make sure you
get a striker. Clickbait. We get a striker. We get a striker.
With it, yeah.
Bro, if we get a striker, yeah, that can score 20 goals in the league with Rashford, with Bruno, with a Sancho, with bro, it's obviously I would love to say Martial's name because Martial has the quality, but his fitness is just not good enough. It's just not gonna work. And then you got a Casemiro, you got a Bruno, even someone like, do you not see De Gea saves yesterday? Come on, man. Stop playing. This is why when you guys were talking about in the group chat, when I was saying that De Gea, I'd rather have De Gea in goal over Ramsdale, man, them were trying to argue with me. I was like, bro, De Gea has just equaled the most clean sheets for Man United. On paper, he's our best. Obviously, I don't think he's better than Schmeichel, innit? But at the same time,
I think he's better than
he's better than Schmeichel. Obviously, Van der Sar signed when he was like 38. So obviously, he was a bit over the hill. Obviously, it's different for goalkeepers. But De Gea's just been... That save he pulled off yesterday when it was a header and he's gone across the... Yeah. Even against Barcelona, yeah. I think it's Rafinha. He cut in on his left foot and went across goal. And De Gea just leaped and catched the ball with both hands. I was just like, that is a world-class goalkeeper.
And his mistakes are...
But the mistakes have cut out. When's the last time he made a mistake?
No, but I know. But the mistakes I've seen, bro.
All goalkeepers make mistakes, bro.
I know.
They all make mistakes, bro.
Listen, you're talking to a guy that's had Armenia in my net, bro. Yeah?
Bro.
You're talking to a man that's had Fabianski that couldn't use it, who wasn't able to catch a ball back in the day, man. I've had bad
They all make mistakes. Make mistakes, bro. Yeah. So just the overall team, Lisandro Martinez, he's 5'8" on his best day.
Yeah,
5'8". And this is what I was saying the other day in the group chat about when I was like Saliba was moving a bit cowardly because it's like, bro, if a man's 5'8" and he's there getting his head onto the ball, bro, at 6'4", you ain't got an excuse.
No.
Like, what you mean, bro? So yeah, just to finalize what I'm gonna say again, because I love my club in it, and obviously it's exciting times for the first time in the last time I remember being Man United, being serious was like under Fergie. Like it's just right now I love it, man. I love it. Yeah. All those players, I love them. They're on it.
I never said this about United in my life,
bro. Like even like I look at like Varane has retired for France now, so he's a full-time Man United player. Casemiro, there's all these players, man. Even shouts out to Malacia. Malacia's my guy, man. That's my guy. That's my even Wan-Bissaka. Wan-Bissaka, my guy, bruv. My guy. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, even like Luke another one that I criticize. My guy.
So now he's saved some careers. He's actually saved some United careers, bro. I'll be so real.
All right, let me put a lid on this because I think Paul could go on for a couple of weeks here.
Yeah. You know, man. You know me. I love my club, man.
Let's Paul. You might be able to go on for a bit longer about this next conversation, actually, because it is about my club.
Oh God.
So this weekend was big.
Yo, look at it. Wait, Paul. Do you remember when we said, imagine these men playing the London Stadium in the Championship? I said this to you, bro. I said it to you. I texted you. I said, imagine these men playing the London Stadium in the Championship, bro.
Oh my god.
Into the London Stadium, yeah. Why is your seat so far from the ground, fam? I don't understand. I went to watch Overplay in 2020 just before the lockdown. I'm sitting there. I can't see a thing, bro. The seats are so far.
Oh my gosh.
I can't.
West Ham sold their souls. You sold your soul when you got rid of Upton Park.
You should have just given that to QPR, bro. Because I suppose you and QPR that was bidding for the stadium.
Should have just stayed at Upton Park.
Yes, you man should have just stayed at Upton Park, man.
Should have just stayed there and just stayed there and just firmed it. Instead, they wanted to make more money and revenue. And guess what? The money revenue is not even going to West Ham.
Exactly. That's a shocker, mate.
It's mad. But right, so this weekend was big for not really. It was for West Ham in a way, but not really for West Ham as such. It was big. Not the game we were playing. I mean, it was big in terms of the actual fixtures going on because Everton played Leeds, Bournemouth were playing Wolves as well. So that's kind of like the 4 bottom 5, not including West Ham.
Mate.
Sorry,
Everton climbed out. Everton one day game. They won 1-0. They climbed out.
Yeah, who did
West Ham are in the West Ham are 18th.
But who did West Ham play again?
Sorry, bro, the camera just run.
Tottenham.
They
beat Tottenham. Tottenham beat them 2-0.
Yeah.
Sorry, can you still hear me, boys?
Yeah, we can hear you, but we can't see you.
The camera just keeps cutting out. Sorry. Yeah. So what I was saying. So I think it's like 4 of the bottom 5 were playing each other this weekend, which was obviously massive for us. Not in terms of obviously us being involved in it, but us being involved in a relegation battle. And
you're really
even Southampton beating Chelsea.
I knew that was going to happen. I'll be so honest with you. I just bro, like you got to remember, I live out here, innit? So I know these fans, and I actually work at the stadium sometimes. Bro, these man, what was that guy's name? I forgot the manager's name. No, the manager. I've forgotten his name.
Hassan Hutu, where because
the one they just sacked last week. I've forgotten his name.
Oh wait. So Chelsea got the new manager bounce.
Oh yeah,
Southampton.
Yeah, he's not, bro. He's a manager. He's an interim, bro.
Yeah, but new manager bounce counts throughout, bro. That's why you man lost to Everton.
Yeah,
that's why Arsenal lost to Everton.
Lanners, it was Nathan Jones.
Yeah, it was Nathan Jones. See, when this man was in charge of that club, yeah, bro, I'd be going to the stadiums. Fans are not even trying to come to the games, bro.
Yeah,
they got rid of him, bro. When I see that they got Chelsea at Stamford Bridge, I just felt like, they could actually win this game, bro. And then what they do, they concede a stupid foul. Yeah. And then what happens? Ward-Prowse, you know what's gonna go on.
He's the best free kick taker of all time. I don't care.
Say that again. Because I don't know why he didn't go to the World Cup and Conor Gallagher went to the World Cup.
What? Crazy.
That was
you see Southgate, yeah. You see Southgate. He is the problem.
He's a badderer.
He's the problem.
You know when they said, you see
Ward-Prowse, yeah. You see Ward-Prowse, yeah. You see when it's a free kick on the edge of the box, it might as well just be a penalty.
You might as well, bro.
It might as well just be a penalty.
You see how, bro, you need to understand that free kick here. I don't know how you play it up and down in the corner of the net.
It's a penalty. It's a penalty. It's a penalty outside the box because when he lines it up, the way he gets it up and over the wall and then back down,
bro, it's crazy. It's crazy.
People talk about Beckham, but don't get me wrong. Beckham, he's one of the goats as well. George, João, whatever he calls himself. All those guys, great, amazing free kick takers, but you see Ward-Prowse's free kicks,
different breed, fam.
It's automatic. You see when Ward-Prowse wins when Southampton win a free kick, Ward-Prowse must just be like,
you really want me to
these guys don't know about me, like you really want me to do this, okay? And he does it from that angle.
It's from that left hand side
on.
If it's from that left hand side and it's cutting it, bro, it's peak. It's game over. You might as well not have a keeper in the goal, bro, because he can go either side of the corners. Bro, that free kick is stupid. Like I don't know how he's got it up. Bro, he got it up and it went down in the corner of the net, like in the side.
And you know what it is? I always look at the reactions from the keepers when that free kick goes in. The keepers always either kick the post. They always have a quick outburst of anger, and you see them shouting at the defenders, like, why did you even give away the free kick?
Facts.
Because once that free kick is given away, mate, it's got to the point with Ward-Prowse, I don't even know why they don't put someone on the goal line. Someone on the goal line.
Actually do that.
Someone on the goal line, because, mate, if you leave your goalkeeper in the goal with Ward-Prowse on a free kick, he's going to finish your keeper. He's going to finish him.
Yeah, he's that good as well. If the keeper moves a little bit to the centre, it will just whip it keeper's side.
Oh,
exactly.
They can't even.
Let me ask you another question though. Let's say, for the sake of the relegation battle right now, Southampton get relegated. Where does he go?
Any team.
No.
I
Bro,
don't,
Ward Prowse. Ward
I
I
Prowse
don't
say
can
a
think
do.
top six. I say a top
don't
six.
think he goes. I don't think he goes top 4.
Top six, defo.
He will
I
hold
could see.
bench. He will hold bench.
No, you can't do that to him though.
No, I could see him somewhere like a Villa.
No,
Or
I
a
wouldn't
Leicester.
even.
I think a Leicester as well, you know.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
Tillerman's
These
is
man right
leaving.
now,
He's leaving on
these
the
man are
free.
in the bottom half, bro. These man are not even like in the top half of the table.
Okay, a top half team. Let me look at the
That's what
top
I'm
half.
saying.
Let me
Top
look at the
half.
league. I need to look at the teams. Just
I'd say
like just
You
like
got
Brentford.
you
makes
got
sense.
you got like Crystal Palace. You got Brentford. You got Fulham. I don't
I
think
say,
you.
Even a
Brentford?
Newcastle, he could do a Newcastle. He can do a
yeah,
Fulham. He can do a Tottenham as well.
Do you reckon a
He can
Brentford?
do a Brentford.
I
He
said
can
the
do a
Brentford.
Brentford.
Ericsson done a Brentford, didn't he? They're a solid
Pardon?
team. You know? When Ericsson was at Brentford, they were
Yeah,
solid.
Oh
yeah,
yeah. That was
He's not.
solid.
He's
He
not.
can do a Brentford.
Could do it.
He
I
can
say
do any top half
I think
team.
Brentford and Newcastle still.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
Brentford and Newcastle make sense of him because he's a baller, man.
Yeah,
He's a baller.
I don't know why they
That
wasted
free kick.
Anthony Gordon, fam. That boy is not a baller, fam.
Nah, Anthony Gordon. He's got pace.
That's
He's
it,
got
Yeah,
bro.
pace and he runs
I
at
quite
people.
like him. You know.
I don't know where
like
He's
he's
him.
got pace.
45
Do
minutes.
you know what was scaring me when Newcastle were apparently going to get Madison in the winter?
Yeah.
Like Madison is someone he needs to come Man United.
Bro,
I need him at my club.
any top 4 side needs to sign that guy.
I need James Madison at my club.
I would,
He's the
bro.
truth.
I would take him at Arsenal, bro. I don't know why we
What?
went for Fabio Vieira guy, bro.
What? Madison is a baller. He's a
Oh,
baller.
but
What?
hey, Craig, man, how you feeling, man? You're in the relegation zone, man. You're about to lose Declan
18th.
Rice.
I've seen
18th.
someone comment in the chat saying West Ham did well last season and they signed a few new players, but I always find it weird, like with especially with being my club. It's strange because we had it a few years ago where I think we finished about 11th or 12th, but we could have like it was so close between like 7th and like 14th. We could have come anywhere basically, like just the inside the Europa or just outside, and we just missed out by about 4 points or something from Europa and stuff. And then the season after we got relegated. And I think sometimes at certain clubs, like in theory, West Ham's a Premier League team. Like if you was to say like a quiz and it was a question on the quiz, who's a Premier League side? West Ham would be like, I don't know, maybe like top 6, 7 to come into your head, I think. And if
top 6,
no, not like as in a top 6 team, but like a top 6, like thinking about it, like
Like,
for me, top 8.
Top 8, yeah. So it comes in, doesn't it? But I think to myself, like, when you have such a good season last year, like that was like literally like fairy tale for me as a fan because we nearly got to the Europa League final, which is obviously massive in itself. Nearly beat Frankfurt. Well, I'm fortunate to lose to Frankfurt. We went to Lyon, stuffed them 3-0, and they were meant to romp us. I remember Dembele winking at the camera and all that when he got Cresswell sent off. And then having such a good season and then coming back to, I suppose, like a new season, like where do you go from here? Like as a club with a morale, you know Rice is leaving at the end of the year. He's going to give you one more year. So your best player's leaving. You've just signed a striker who doesn't fit the way we play. Like we had a couple of years ago, we had Sebastian Haller, who was 6'4", maybe 6'3", 6'4", or something. And he's like hold up play. Baller, exactly, yeah, baller. See, like where he come from as well. And then going on to Dortmund, where he is at the minute, obviously unfortunate with his situation with I think it's leukemia or cancer, and
but he's recovered.
yeah, exactly, yeah. But he was balling there before that, and I was thinking to myself, like, why does he not fit our team? And then literally, the day after I had a conversation with my pal, I was like, mate, we're interested in signing this Scamacca. What's he like? He was like an Italian Sebastian Haller, and I was like. And I literally did the same thing. And he was like, yeah, I was like, it's not going to work. It's literally not going to work. So he signed him. He's shown like flashes that he's a good player. But when you don't play to that strength, like, like you're saying there about when you've got good wingers on each side, about earlier about kind of like England with Saka and Rashford, and then someone inside, that they need to like be able to drop deep. They can't just play up top all the time. So, and I know like I'm not talking about anywhere near the level of Saka and Rashford here, but we've got Bowen. I'd say Bowen's like
Bowen's levels though.
Yeah,
Bowen's
levels.
No, Bowen's levels, man. He's levels.
And then we had Fornals last year on the left who looked decent for a period. Something's happened to him. I don't know. He's fallen out of love with the gaffer. And then the Ben is a weird one, man. Like, I don't know if you watched the West Ham Newcastle game, but we played well against Newcastle, and he does this thing where, you know, like the little jink when he like cuts inside to like whip it.
Yeah.
But every time he does the jink, like when he was playing for Brentford, he was whipping it top bins, like every single time, like whipping like into the corners. And he don't do it for us. I think it's a confidence thing because all of the players, and I keep harping on about it, but all the players know Rice is leaving at the end of the year. There was questions after one of the games about 12 games in, I think it was. Someone said to Rice, like, I think like the players got booed off the pitch, and they was like, what is your commitment? Like, are you committed to the club? And he was like, you can't even question that. Like, I've stayed, I'm here, I'm playing, I'm not leaving for now. Obviously, and to be fair to him, which I did like, obviously you don't want to hear it as a fan, he said, I do want to move on to bigger things. Everyone's dream is to play in the Champions League, but for now, like, I'm here, sort of thing. And every single time, like, I see like people on Twitter, it is now the minority because I think they're all clued up to it, but like digging him out, saying he's not performing, this and that. Like, he had a tough game against Spurs on Sunday, but he's the one shouting at everybody. Like, he could easily just down tools and just thought, I've got my deal already. Like, I don't even need to play.
Yeah.
Like, I had a good World Cup. I had a good start to this season, like, personally. But something's going on at the club, man, and I don't know what it is. And I feel like we signed a couple of players. It hasn't worked out for us. And whatever morale's in the club at the moment, something's got to change. Like, the manager, it's one of them ones where I think the manager's good enough, obviously, to do the job for a West Ham United. I think he's more than good enough.
Yeah, David.
You know, like sometimes when managers are better than the club they're at, but they still get sacked, and then it brings about like a reform in a way in like the club. Yeah. I feel like that needs to happen. I'm not obviously behind left, right, and centre, but because I don't even know who I'd get in. But it's just one of them things. Like, I heard Antonio speaking last year about David Moyes saying about how like exuberant he is and vibrant around the changing rooms and dressing room and stuff. And then he was like, obviously last year, scoring them goals, getting that fake cardboard cutout of him out and kissing it when he scored and all that. And the vibe was good, but like, I heard Antonio on a podcast, I think it was with Akin Fenwa, and he was talking about obviously like it's not been a good start to the season. This was about 6 or 7 games in, not been a good start to the season. And there was like, is David Moyes getting on well with all the players and that? And he was like, yeah, pretty similar to last year. And I thought, you gave a really in-depth story last time as to how well he was getting on with the players, individual jokes, stuff like that. And I thought, something's not sitting right with me here. Like, I don't know how invested as a manager you can be after getting paid 10 million from United for being sacked, getting paid 5 million from West Ham for being sacked, and then getting re-signed by West Ham. Like, last season can't be topped, I don't think, in the next 20 years for me. Like, no matter who we get in, takeovers, whatever. Like, we nearly got to Europa League final, and for like a club like West Ham, that's like
it's massive. It's massive, mate. It's massive.
Yeah,
crazy. Now, I got some West Ham fans on my timeline last season. I kept seeing West Ham fans saying, "We're massive, we're massive, we're massive." Yeah. I'm like, yeah. I was this close. I was this close to going to a West Ham game. It was West Ham versus, I can't remember what team it was. It was a Premier League game. Some of the West Ham lads that obviously I went to school with, they're like, yeah, man. Like, it will make sense if you come. Obviously,
go to the London Stadium and drink.
I was down. I was down to go see West Ham. I was like, West Ham are doing the thing, man. Like, like you said, Craig, they beat Lyon 3-0. For West Ham to go to Lyon and beat them 3-0 with the pedigree that Lyon have, that was amazing. Obviously, they lost out eventually. However, last season, West Ham, even Bowen was scoring goals. Like,
Bowen was having fun. He's enjoying that. He was
doing his thing, man.
Yeah, he was enjoying life. Now, I mean, bro, I believe if West Ham get relegated, obviously we know Rice is going. I think man like Bowen will leave. Bowen will defo go because he will have
replace him Declan Rice, mate. Who you gonna replace? Who you gonna replace Rice with, man?
Well,
because once he goes here, it is peak.
We'll probably get Casemiro for 20 mil in the summer.
Yeah, you keep dreaming, man. I'll bloody
give you that guy.
I'll bloody give you 25 million, man.
I don't even know, man. Like, if we stay Prem, we stay Prem and then like Southampton go down and say we stay up, and then just say for instance we were to get Ward-Prowse, it wouldn't fit because he does a complete different job to what Rice does. So
He hasn't got the
I
engine.
see you man going for it though. I see you man going for that sort of player.
yeah, I do
Nah,
as well.
West Ham they need a midfield general.
Yeah.
Declan Rice is a midfield general. Like he can cover. Like when I look at all the players, I'm like, Rav, if I'm Man United, I'm getting Declan Rice to go learn off Casemiro.
Oh yeah,
That's
yeah.
what I'm gonna do. Go get
Yeah.
Declan Rice, let him learn off Casemiro. Casemiro's what 30 now. Another 3-4 years, he will start obviously falling off a bit. But in the 3-4 years, Declan Rice would have been learning off him. Would have been learning
Apparently
off him.
Arsenal in for
And then-
Rice as well.
Yeah,
Do you
I
get what
can
I'm
see
saying?
that.
So
There's competition. There's City. There's United. There's Arsenal. And bro,
there's Chelsea as well.
Chelsea are not even in the equation. I'll be real. If you're out,
Oh yeah,
spend
because obviously Enzo.
If you're spending 100 million on Enzo and no Champions League, bro, allow it.
Rice would have to be stupid to go Chelsea, I think.
You're
But
right.
obviously, didn't he play for Chelsea growing up?
Yeah, he did. But like, he's talking about like obviously, as I say, like it's everyone's dream to play in the Champions League and whatever. And I think if he does move, people like West Ham fans would hate him if he went back to Chelsea. And if he's weighing things up in his mind, you've got City, you've got Arsenal, you've got United. City are always going to be there or thereabouts. Arsenal are on their way up. United are back on their way up. It's got to be one of them three.
It can't be Chelsea.
It's got to be.
It can't be Chelsea. So.
But yeah, I'll finish on this point, boys. By obviously, I'm not putting West Ham to go down.
You're going down.
Wishful thinking, I think. But I think Southampton will go down. I think Wolves will go down, and I think Leeds will go down.
Wolves? No, I think Wolves are staying.
Well, Wolves lost to Bournemouth.
I think Bournemouth are going down.
That was a big loss, man.
I think Bournemouth are going.
Yeah.
I think Bournemouth are going. I also think
Southampton's going.
Oh, mate, I think Southampton are going because I'm looking at the league table right now.
Who's in it at the moment? West Ham, Southampton.
It's West Ham, Leeds, and Southampton. But however, if Southampton was to win their next game, if Southampton win their next game, Bournemouth slide into it.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
So it's like right now, no team is clear of going down because if Southampton win the next game and Bournemouth don't, then Southampton climb out of the relegation zone on goal difference.
Who's the next game?
Who Southampton got next?
Yeah.
They've got Leeds.
Ooh.
They've got Leeds in on Saturday.
Do you know what?
They've got Leeds on Saturday.
I actually see them winning that game.
Yeah, I do.
I see them winning that game. Leeds are just bare inconsistent, man.
Yeah, and it could be over for Bournemouth as well because Bournemouth have got City.
And they're going to get slapped.
They're going
to get slapped by Man City.
Still, they're getting smoked. They're getting
slapped.
All I need is
West Ham. Who have West Ham got next?
I'll tell you, we've got
Nottingham Forest. Yeah, Nottingham Forest Saturday. 3:00 kickoff.
Yeah, that's
so, mate. West Ham have to win. They have to win.
Well, they're confident up as well for us after drawing with City.
Exactly.
Imagine Jesse Lingard comes on that pitch and he scores and then he just does an ounce on your pitch.
Bro, if he really rocks on that pitch, I'll cry myself to sleep for weeks. I'll tell you. I would literally cry.
He can't even get into the side at the moment. He's not serious.
Yeah, I know, but I'm hoping we don't go down. I think we should have enough just with Rice, Bowen, that them two alone. I think should have enough to keep us up. Like, look at Southampton. I think who are your actual like classy sort of players? You got James
Ward-Prowse.
That's it.
They're always a free kick. They're always a free kick away from making something happen.
That's it. Literally, that's all they've got.
Yeah.
And like I said earlier on, a James Ward-Prowse free kick on the edge of the box is a penalty.
Yeah.
Might as well just make it a penalty.
Paul, as you said earlier, when you look at your phone and it pops up 1-0 Man United, you're expecting to see Rashford. Whenever I see Southampton score, I always first thing in my mind is that's got to be Ward-Prowse every time. So yeah, that's my prediction. I've gone. I think Bournemouth will just stay up. I don't know why, but I'm going to go Leeds, Southampton, and Wolves.
I'm going.
For me, it's Lamry. Sorry, Lambro.
No, go on. I'm saying West Ham, Southampton. I'm going Bournemouth.
I'm going Bournemouth, Leeds, and Bournemouth, Leeds, and Southampton. And I don't want to see Southampton go because I like Southampton. I've always liked Southampton. I don't know what it is.
Time for them
It's like them, but I don't want them to go. But I
They've
like
overstayed
Southampton. But
they've overstayed their welcome in the Premier League. They've been here too long.
unfortunately, it's sad. But they'll probably come back, though.
Nah, it's a rebuilding process, bro.
Yeah.
One team I don't want to see come back into the league is Norwich. They're a waste of time. Norwich is a waste of time of a club.
They're not even in the. They're not. I don't even think they're in the. Are they in the top 3 in the Chap at the moment? I think so, but I don't think they'll.
It's tight though, that championship, in it as well.
Yeah, Burnley's on top, but they're winning the league. They're clear, and then you have
Vincent Kompany's doing a madness out there.
Yeah, big up Vincent, man. He's
I've watched Burnley versus Man United. We beat them, but yeah, it was like
they
a Premier League game.
were playing ball, fam. They actually play proper football.
They got some flair players now.
One of my pals said to me, it'd be so weird if, because obviously West Ham Millwall haven't been in the same division for years and years and years, but like say West Ham were to get relegated, Millwall are currently
7th. They're in
one place outside the playoffs. But imagine
they're
they play for the playoffs.
Wait, what league are Millwall in? League One Championship. They could get to the Prem.
So they could get to the Prem, but like imagine we went down and missed them. Like they come up and we went down. That would be
his peak.
Oh, if they were in Prem, mate, I wouldn't have lasted. I've got a few Millwall. I say mates. I've got a few Millwall people I know. And
but the champ is tight though. You got Burnley 72, Sheffield United 61, Borough 50.
Yeah, it gets close down there.
See that
Borough doing the thing. Michael Carrick's in charge of them. Man. They're doing all right. Yeah. Truba's balling out, man.
Balling out. Then you got Luton.
You see with Truba, yeah. You see Truba's situations. I don't even know how to describe it because obviously I used to see. No, I'm not gonna say I know him like that, but I used to see him around. Obviously, that all of us know like people that he knows. You get what I'm saying? Know names and all that. However, growing up, he was touted to be that guy, and obviously now it's so lovely to see. At like what 26, 27, he's starting to bag goals, really scoring goals. He looks.
Connection is a bit man.
Who's gone?
Everyone's connection's playing up today. I thought it would be me.
Yeah, I don't know why mine was going. It said something like the Wi-Fi is not strong enough. But I don't know. Should we dip there? That's the last.
Is that the last one?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, bro.
What happens?
Your connection was boogie, bro.
You know, I knocked my microphone USB part. I don't know why it's not showing my face anymore. Can you still hear me though?
Yeah.
What's going on, man? Don't do this to me now.
Yeah, that's people. That's what.
We're literally about to wrap up as well.
Yeah, no, it's annoying. Oh, what's it doing, man? Don't do this to me now. Anyway, let me just stop my thing.
Yeah, stop it and then start it, Paul. See if it works.
It's just been stupid now. Look at the face that has even got me pulling as well. Like, I don't even like that, bro. Like, come on, man. Don't stitch me now. But yeah, obviously, yeah, Craig, keep doing your thing, my bro.
Yeah, I will, man. We're gonna do. I think we're gonna get back to doing Sundays again. Kind of do weekly Sundays. So if you're ever about, obviously I'll put it into that content chat, and then we can run it as we have done tonight. But yeah, I'll let you boys go, and yeah, next one will be expected to be probably about 8-9 o'clock. Sunday the 26th. So there'll be 3 or 4.
That's after the Carabao Cup final, isn't it? And
yeah, man.
Wait. When's that final? Next Sunday.
It's Sunday, yeah.
Oh my lord!
It's 3 p.m.
If United do not win that trophy, yeah,
United could have a trophy.
I'm doing a Phil Mitchell thing. It's a Phil Mitchell thing. It's a Phil Mitchell. Another one bites the dust. That's gonna be me. Listen, I will get cooked. I will get cooked.
Don't count out Newcastle, bro. They
have lost their goalkeeper though. They have lost their best goalkeeper though.
They got no keeper. That guy you loaned out.
No, they haven't got him.
No, he can't play for them. Top tied, bro.
Peak.
Yeah, he played for United earlier in the year.
That is
the cheers right now.
So they got Loris Karius in goal.
Oh, good night. Good night. I'll never forget that.
Watch that guy. Watch that idiot drop a masterclass.
I was just going to say that, Paul. Could you imagine him having an absolute worldie?
I'll throw up. I'll be like, wait, what? Bruv, Man United need to slap Newcastle. Do you know what it is as well, yeah? It's that the fact that United are going to face Barcelona on Thursday. Yeah. That game, it won't be a highly intense game because obviously the Spanish teams don't really require intensity. It will be more of a technical game. Hopefully they can see it over by beating Barcelona. You can't face Barcelona and then potentially win and then fall to Newcastle. Like, come on, bro. Come on.
We have to see, bro. We'll have to see. I just hope my team beats Leicester and City somehow slip up. I don't see that happening. So what will be 3 points clear?
Mate, they've been stuttering the whole season, bro. City have
been there's something going on in that camp, bro. I think something between Pep and the players. There's something going on. Because if you go into that you're not playing De Bruyne and Gundogan, and you're playing Rico Lewis is a baller, like I rate him, but you can't play him in that game, man.
No.
He was trying to play. He used to play Zinchenko as the left back, but as he comes in the midfield. So basically, what Zinchenko does for Arsenal now, he was trying to do that with Rico Lewis, who's 18, who probably doesn't even know the role like that. So
do you know it is just to add on to your point? Yeah, with Man City, have won how many leagues under Pep Guardiola? Like 4.
4 out of 5, yeah.
So imagine trying to remotivate a team for that long. Even Fergie didn't do that. Do you get what I'm saying? Fergie would win the league maybe 2-3 times, and then another team will win the league and it will come back. Motivating players to win over and over again. Even, for example, like with B2R, we won the league last season and we got slapped 4-0 the other day. I even deeped it. Like, the motivation to keep going after you win is very, very hard.
Yeah.
It's very hard, man. It's hard because it's like we've achieved all of this, and now we have the target on our back, and now we're the ones that are being chased. It's hard. It's hard, man.
Yeah. So that's the thing as well, Paul, is when you do get to a certain level, win certain stuff, there's no one watching the game saying, "Oh, just do the same thing next year." It's always do more next year. Like, we expect more.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But that's the same thing about West Ham. What I'm saying, we didn't win anything last year, but last year we outperformed what we were expected to, and people were then turning around saying, "Oh, we're having a bad year," and this and that. And it's like, well, we're not a great team. Like, in all honesty, we outperformed
average
last year, massive. But yeah, people wanted us to. There was talks at the start of the year about pushing for Champions League and all that nonsense, but I'm just pushing for. I'm just trying to push for not Championship. You know what I mean?
Literally, man.
But yeah.
But hopefully things, obviously for your sake, Craig, my brother, hopefully West Ham start to make things happen.
You can see, man, I haven't even done my hair properly today. I'm living like a champion. I'm getting too stressed.
I'm smiling for what you get me. I don't really. You see how Tanner and that all still try to come in the group chat trying to roast my team. I'm not letting that phase me. I'm smiling. I'm doing it right now. Happy with my team.
Now, Tanner's roasting these days don't even hit the same because Liverpool aren't.
You know what I'm saying, bro? I'm just like, bro, your team, man.
It's crazy, man. Obviously, I'm in Wonderland right now. I'm happy. I'm content. When Man United win, my morale in life gets boosted by like 10 to 20%. I walk with more of a bit more swagger in that. You get what I'm saying? So I'm just happy. At the same time, I do hate that my team does control my emotions. I hate it because it's like I can't even control whether they win or lose. It's not in my control. However, when I watch them win and do their thing, I'm happy. Next week, Sunday, if United win that Carabao Cup, I am going to celebrate like I won a Champions League. It's been a long 5 years, mate. It's been a long 5 years. It's been a long 5 years, mate.
If you man are on it, I'm screaming a watch along thing. If you man are down to do that,
bro. Listen, you see that day, you're either gonna see the best of me or the worst of me. In it, mate.
I'm there. If I don't gaff his watch for gaff, if you're on the watch along on Sunday, I'm there to run it.
Do you know what really annoys me? And next time I might invite a Chelsea fan and another West Ham fan on here. Is that you two are happy at the moment, and I'm the only one who's depressed and in my own state of mind, thinking, "Are we even going to be in this league next year?" I'm going to get down on here, definitely.
hey! In fact, where is that guy, bro? This guy has got everybody in the group chat.
Mate,
I don't see tweets
from
him.
Dell's head's gone. Dell's head's gone. Dell will tweet it and be like, "Oh, right now, I don't even feel like being a football fan right now." Chelsea, and you know, Dell loves his team,
bro.
Dell loves his team, but it's just,
bro. No tweets, no acts in the group chat, nothing. And he's meant to be a part of this podcast as well, bro. He thinks he's slick.
Yeah, mate.
He does, doesn't he? He thinks he's too. If he was too slick, start of the year when they're spending the money on that, man.
He was getting gas. Enzo, our season's looking up now, bro. You're still dead, fam.
Yeah, facts.
Man, do you not see Enzo get cooked in the Champions League by Adeyemi? Oh my lord!
Oh my days!
What?
That face on Adeyemi was nuts. That was
Enzo got cooked. He's gonna flop though. He's gonna flop. I can see him flopping still.
Yeah, I think so. I just think he's quite ineffective in his position, so he can't ever look that great. If you know what I mean, he's like a deep lying midfield. Like, he's like a deep lying playmaking midfielder, which don't really make sense now.
This brother played how many games in the World Cup? Like 5 games, and they spent 100 mil. Silly, man.
Yeah, crazy.
120.
Yeah,
silly, man. Silly money, bro.
Yeah, Chelsea are just they're wallards. Wallard club, like Chelsea are just a wallard club. Honestly, man.
My man Aubameyang on agent mission, fam. He's not even getting in squads, fam. So
who Aubameyang?
Aubameyang, fam.
Bruv, he went there to go get bread, man. He went there to go get his 250K.
Last big paycheck
at that.
Word.
Yeah,
Bruv,
he bought another gold Lambo and he's dipped.
Mm-hmm.
Bruv. Yeah, his car collection is crazy though. I have seen his car collection.
His
crazy.
Mad.
Yeah.
It's crazy, bro. Got crazy whips. But yeah,
man.
Hopefully
he's been a buller.
Yeah.
Aubameyang?
Yeah, he's been a baller everywhere he's been.
He's back his goals. He's back his goals, man. But obviously, if only he had more of a mentality, he would have been a better striker.
Yeah,
that's the thing, though.
If he just had more dog in him.
He had too much, didn't he? Too much money to care, really, in the end, I think.
Yeah, man. But who am I to tell a man that's earning 250 grand a week? You should still have him. If someone's giving me 250 grand,
I don't understand why Potter's not playing him if you need an out and out number 9.
But he has no hold up play.
Bro, this is not Brighton, fam. Yeah, this is Chelsea, bro.
Yeah, bro, but you need to look at hey, we're just talking about Jesus, yeah. Look what Jesus brings up to Arsenal. Hold up play, link up play. Aubameyang can't do that, bro. That's why you man started playing him on the left. Because he can't hold up the ball. Do you get what I'm saying? Even someone like Mikel Antonio has way better hold up play than Aubameyang. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, there's so many strikers in the league that actually have the hold up play, like an Ivan Toney or whatever. Do you get what I'm saying? So, Aubameyang, he's a successful man at the end of the day. We're talking about Premier League ballers. These guys are a 1 in a million type of guys that have made it to the top of their sport. Big respect to all of them. Even someone like Phil Jones. The fact that he earns 100K a week.
Is he still
He's still
there. I can't believe that guy. Yeah, he's a.
Man looks like my local plumber, bruv. Steve.
Ten Hag hasn't played that guy. No, Ten Hag won't play him. Nah, Ten Hag would never play that guy.
He'll probably play him ahead of Maguire.
Bags, bro.
Nah. Maguire's bad. Don't get me wrong, but Phil Jones, yeah. Oh my lord.
Yeah.
Oh my lord, Jonesy.
That's a topic.
But Maguire, apparently he's. Say that again, Craig. Sorry?
That's a topic in itself, isn't it? Phil Jones, like the way that Ferguson spoke about him at the start was just.
He's going to be our greatest ever player. Man said he's going to be better than. What was that? The thing is, yeah, there's a game where we beat Arsenal, at home at Old Trafford, Phil Jones played in the midfield.
I remember that. That was 2014, bro. When Van Persie scored.
He was all running around looking like a monster. I was like, wait, what? Like, mate. Phil Jones, that guy. He's not serious. But Harry Maguire's going to the bin soon. He's getting sold.
Is he actually?
Man. Yeah. He's Ten Hag don't rate him, man.
Nah, he's coming to West Ham probably to be our captain in the Championship.
Mate, if you want him, I'll order his Uber if you need me to. I'll order it for him.
I'm finished.
Whatever it costs, I'll pay because he
needs an Uber exec though.
I'll give him that. If he wants an Uber exec, I'll give him that. Actually, no, I'm not paying. I ain't paying double price for that. I ain't paying
an Uber copter, fly him down.
No, Uber's a joke. Sometimes I look at the app and I'll see like, it's £10 to get there, and I look at the exec, I'm seeing 40 quid. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
What car are they going to pick me up in? Are they going to pick me up in the Bentley or something? Or what?
Yeah.
What are we doing?
Bro, more time.
4x4.
Yeah, man. Allow it, man. Allow it.
Eurus.
Allow it. But sometimes I get picked up in the Tesla. So it's like, okay.
I've never had one. So
makes sense. You never had a Tesla in Uber?
No, bro.
No, the interior of a Tesla is crazy.
The most I'm getting out here is a Benz or That's it. The comfortable.
Yeah.
win.
Nah, you
You're
see
tuning in
that
the water.
Tesla interior.
Cool boats down there.
Yeah, no.
Oh man, but yeah, man. Obviously, say that again.
I need to come back to the ends quick time, man.
No, you do, man. You do, fam. Monday nights are missing you still.
I need to get back on the
Monday
camera.
nights.
You know what I'm saying?
Bro, I'm even glad we didn't have a game today. I'm even glad we have a week off. Like we're back to it next week. I'm even glad we didn't have a game today still. Because last week,
you man just do what you know how to do, man. Just win and play.
We got slapped last week, mate.
Yeah, I saw the game.
You see when we get slapped for B2R, it hurts. That hurts. Like
yeah, hurts. They're not a bad side though, Chingland, are they? Like at all a bad side.
Oh, mate, they're good.
Yeah,
Chingland are good, but I'm not even trying to be talking about these guys on flipping YouTube, man. Right now, it's Bunch England, innit? Bunch England, bruv.
Yeah,
slapped us 4-0, but Bunch England, bruv.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Obviously.
Yeah, facts.
Right. Should we wrap it up, boys?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. Go on then.
Right.
Go for it.
So the plan then, potentially then 26th, so this Sunday, we might do a watch along for the United Carabao Cup. And if not, and even if so, we might run a podcast afterwards, catch up on our weekend. But yeah, all right, man. Good to speak to you, boys. And
facts.
I'll leave it there.
You guys. Yeah, man. Make sure you guys have a good week, yeah?
Paul,
in a bit, my guys.
See you later, boys.